College football action coming your way from Huntington, West Virginia, as the Thundering Herd from Marshall gets ready to take on the East Carolina Pirates. They have been absolutely special. 582 total yards per game. That's 6th in the FBS. They're averaging 46.5 points per game. Come on now. 11th in the FBS. They had 39 first downs last week versus NC Central, which is a program record. Outstanding offense for Marshall, and they are led by Grant Wells.
Yeah, Wells, the thing that you have to like about him is that he takes some chances on the field. He is not afraid to throw the ball in between tight windows, and his confidence, it kind of exudes through this entire offensive roster.
This is a weekend of remembrance as well. 51 years ago was that tragic plane crash involving Marshall's football team. 50 years ago, the anniversary of these two teams meeting on the field once again. For more on that, let's welcome in the third member of our team, Justin Walters.
Yeah, Michael, this has been an emotional weekend for both schools and communities. As you mentioned, it's been 50 years since Marshall's 1970 football team was killed in a horrific plane crash on November 14th after their ECU game. It's a day that shocked the world and one that this community will never forget. The following year, the 1971 Young Thundering Herd team did their best to help this city recover from the tragedy. The team adopted the nickname Young because there were so many freshmen on the team at the time. It was unheard of in the NCAA. Many members from that 1971 squad are here this weekend for a reunion, and throughout the broadcast, we'll be speaking to a few of them, including their head coach, Jack Lengel. Let us know in that Facebook comment section on what questions you want us to ask.
Thanks a lot, Justin. It's a look at Coach Charles Huff. First season as head coach of the Thundering Herd, off to a solid 2-0 start. The Thundering Herd will get the ball to start this game. 16th all-time meeting between the Pirates and the Thundering Herd, and we are underway. That will go into the end zone. Marshall will take over at the 25. Rasheen Ali, the running back, alongside Wells as he rolls out. Quick pass. Gamage with the catch, and he's pushed out of bounds.
And he did throw one in the red zone versus UNC Central.
2nd and 10. Wells feeling the pressure, rolls out, has some time, and he has a man. It's Gamage with the catch. Gamage doing damage with a big-time catch in the red zone for the Thundering Herd.
Officials timeout for an injury.
Just watch Wells create. He's on the move. Look at the athleticism, the former baseball player. And when you move around, he's going against their best corner, McMillan, and he runs away from him and is able to track the ball down the field.
Andrew Sanders lining up for the field goal. 1 for 2 on kicks a week ago versus NC Central. And he puts that one through. It's our first score of the game. Off the big play from Wells to Gamage, Marshall settling for 3 points and take an early 3-0 lead. 1st and 10. First offensive possession of the game for the Pirates, down 3-0. It's a quick handoff. Keaton Mitchell. Not much doing there. Good defense there.
Same energy that you had on the drive.
I'm going to shout out to C.J. Johnson for the blocking downfield, by the way. Not for a touchdown, but great play there, as I'd say he's bounced back.
Yeah, he has so far. So good for the Pirates.
Another carry for Harris, and he has nowhere to go. Quickly wrapped up. Owen Porter among several Thundering Herd defenders there.
They do a pretty good job on the defensive front. You see T.J. Johnson, number 15, get the upfield penetration, and that opens it up for both Porter and also Beauplan. So man-to-man coverage.
Also have to keep an eye on Snead, who's been wide open a lot. And there's a quick throw. C.J. Johnson, and goes down, lost the football. And they say it was before he went down. It is Marshall football. Charlie Gray with the hit, and Corey McCoy with the coverage.
Yeah, this is a costly turnover.
Oh, yeah.
And Gray would just puts his helmet around the ball. Watch this contact right on the ball. Bam. And comes out, and then you get a little bit of help. And McCoy, the McNeese State transfer with the championship belt.
And ECU leading 7-3. Still 7:02 to go in this opening quarter. Wells to pass. Has a man near the sideline, and he's tackled out of bounds.
Emmanuel Hickman.
Third down, and he's got some running room. Evans gets the first down and more. Nolan Johnson with the tackle, with his first down, Marshall.
And they're running on the left side behind Will Ulmer, their left tackle, who's a very good position blocker.
Wells 3 for 7, 62 yards in this first quarter so far. Third down and 7. Wells looking end zone for Willie Johnson, hauls it in. Touchdown Marshall. What a grab. 19-yard hookup. Wells finding Willie Johnson. And Marshall retakes the lead.
And Johnson's been open a lot the first 2 weeks of the season. They just have not been able to connect. Arguably their fastest receiver, beating ECU's best corner one-on-one and finishing in the red zone.
Willie Johnson's second catch of the season is for 19 yards in the touchdown. Andrew Sanders puts that one through.
Week to week.
Fast start in this ball game between these two former conference rivals, and there's a sack. We have a flag on the play, but Corey McCoy getting the Holton Ahlers there. 2nd and 18 for the Pirates. It's a handoff to Mitchell, trying to spin through defenders, but quickly brought down. And do not sleep on ECU's defense. 2nd down and 12. Wells with the quick pass. Oh, nice move. It's Gaines, and eventually brought down by Nolan Johnson.
He did.
2nd and 25. Wells sets up, has his man right near midfield, and that's Willie Johnson. Marshall defense has done so far in this game?
Well, they play fast. You see Cumberlander inside with the pressure, and then Gray with the forced fumble. And another good play that time by Jamari Edwards along with Gilmore. They get inside, and then the upfield penetration that time by TJ Johnson. It runs it over to Porter, as you call.
Let's take a look before the game. The 1971, the Young Thundering Herd team honored before this game. And these two teams were going to meet in East Carolina a season ago, but that was canceled due to COVID. And nice moment before this ball game with these former players.
Yes, it was.
Now, for more on that ceremony and all that's taking place this weekend, let's go back down once again to Justin Walters.
Yeah, Mike, we have two members from the 1971 Young Thundering Herd team. That's the head coach, Jack, as well as the assistant coach, Red Dawson. Jack, I understand that there was at the time in 1971 some consideration for the team not to play that year. How difficult was it for you to accept the head coaching responsibilities?
Well, it was a tough job. But I felt that it was one of the jobs that I think could be done. But we had to have the courage to make the decision to be a part of rebuilding this program. I knew it was going to be a tough job. But, you know, there's an old Chinese proverb that says that if you're ever given something of value, you have a moral obligation to pass it on to others. Well, I thought that at this particular time, I was a head football coach at a small college, and it was my opportunity to pass on the thought of rebuilding a program to pay back for what they gave to me in football.
Most definitely. Also joining us is Red Dawson. Red, what are some of your favorite memories from that 1971 season? I'm sure the first one that comes to mind is that victory against Xavier.
It was a great victory. Nobody expected it.
No. Red made the call. By the way, my name is Jack Lingle. I know you missed the last name there, but that's all right. But Red made that call with regards to the 213 bootleg play.
Guys, for you here this weekend, how enjoyable has it been for you to walk down memory lane and see so many members from the 1971 team?
Well, that's what was really nice is I saw the memories in the eyes of all of my players as I've walked through here. Now, there were some of the players that I hadn't seen in 50 years, and as a result, you know, it was hard to try to pull the name up, but once you did.
We appreciate it. Sorry to cut you off, Coach Jack Lengo. We're going to go back to the action. Back to you, Mike. Thank you.
Is he going to bring pressure one more time?
3rd down and 8. Marshall finds his man as Gamage gets out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the Thundering Herd pick up the 1st down.
He did bring the pressure, but so it left him one-on-one on the outside. That's Nolan Johnson, and you've got Jeremy Lewis, who's kind of
Marshall players, and this is quite the list here, Corey.
Yeah, it is, and it starts off with Troy Brown, and all the success he had as a wide receiver, punt returner, defensive back in the NFL with the New England Patriots.
3 Super Bowl championships.
Right down the street, South Carolina, and then Byron Leftwich. What a quarterback. Who get to remembering him actually playing on a fractured leg in school, and then Randy Moss. Enough said. You get him in the open field, and back in those days, it was electricity for everyone here in West Virginia.
He wasn't fair in the NFL. Imagine how unfair he was in college.
You got that
Chad
right,
Pennington, how good was he?
Well, I just think the thing about Pennington, look at the accuracy. You can just see that he's always been an accurate quarterback.
We have ourselves a bowl game. Last time ECU had a lead, Marshall responded with a touchdown. What do they do here? 1st down. Quick pass to Gamage, trying to make a move. Gets a block and heads out of bounds. Picking up the 1st down. Corey Gamage, leading receiver for the Thundering Herd this season after a heartbreaking loss a week ago. 2nd down and 12. Wells looking deep, looking for Willie Johnson. Did he make the grab? Yes, indeed. How about the focus from Willie Johnson to haul that one in?
Well, he's one-on-one with Nolan Johnson, and this is pretty good coverage by Johnson, but then he accelerates from him, and then you get an example.
2nd down and 7. Another run for Ali. Nice move. Another move into the end zone. Rasheen Ali for the TD. 26 yards. Oh, man, shaking guys out of his cleats.
It's unfair what Will Ulmer does to Debrew, though. We're going to take another look at that at some point. Watch number 50. Oh, my goodness. I mean, when you get a block like that, you better put a move on. And he does it to 2 different people. Powell.
Yeah, ECU football alumni paying their respects to that Marshall football team. Again, this was earlier. For more on this story, let's welcome in Justin Walters.
Yeah, Mike, we just spoke to head coach Jack Lengo from the Young Herder team, in addition to the assistant coach Red Dawson. Now we have a member from ECU joining us from the 1970 team. That is Richard Peeler. Richard, thank you so much for being here. We just showed video of you guys being at the cemetery. What it was like for you earlier today to pay your respects to the Marshall team from 1970.
Well, first of all, let me thank you for having us up here. And I'd like to give a shout out to my team up there. I brought 49 people up from Greenville and the surrounding states around there. And Marshall, we went out to the cemetery this morning. We visited the fountain. After that, a part of Marshall is a part of us. From now on, or it has been for the last 50 years, 51 years. We've got deep feelings for Marshall. We love these people up here, and the fans are great. And I was up here last year for the memorial service, and it was just wonderful.
Yeah, I know you traveled here in Huntington for the socially distanced ceremony, and you alluded to how these communities have been brought together. How special has it been for you to at least be bonded here with your brothers as well as people here from the Marshall family?
It's a moving experience for me. I mean, I get teary-eyed most of the time when I'm up here, and especially today when I was out at that cemetery and then down at the fountain. I couldn't hardly speak to anybody because it just chokes me up. I love these people up here. I love what they've done. I'm proud of their team. I'm proud of the performance that they've done the past 50 years. They've done a great job.
Thank you so much for being here, Richard. We really do appreciate it. Back to you, Michael.
Thanks a lot, JW. Tyler Snead back deep, but
Thanks
that
so
one
much.
goes into the end zone.
Hey, listen, when you watch number 50 right here, Will Ulmer. If you're a running back, all you do is just follow over here behind him. Will Ulmer, number 50, watch this block against Debo. No, get out of the club. He knocks him all the way out of the club, and then that's what allows Ali to get going and to make those great moves you called. I tell you what, Will Ulmer solidified to me his position on this football team. You see him smiling on the sidelines. He knows the camera's on him. That was an all-star block. You deserve the camera time.
Ulmer, redshirt senior, as it's Rajay Harris on the carry to start this drive for the Pirates. Now,
you see him lined up right here down here in the slot. But Jones is a guy they have to get involved to expand this offense.
2nd down and 10. Quick handoff, and Rajay Harris cannot break free. Quickly brought down by Corey McCoy.
They do a little bit of misdirection, but they're bringing McCoy, and he takes advantage.
Sheldon Evans back with Grant Wells. Wells looking to throw. That one's deflected, and it's caught. Are you kidding me? Gamage. The unconventional big-time gain taken down shy of the 10-yard line. Flags on the field. You will rarely see a deep completion like that one off the deflection.
Evans could stay in the game due to the helmet coming off from the foul.
Well, this actually was a tip by Xavier Gaines. He's the one who tipped the ball. And obviously now Gamage can stay in the game. And after this type of effort, the stiff arm and the face mask by Fleming, go ahead and give him another shot in the end zone. Now, that was a tremendous A+ effort from Gamage.
And you see Grant Wells looking at Gaines.
I wasn't throwing at you.
My man. Nice play. Wow. 1st down and 10 after the 46-yard play. Quick handoff. Evans getting close to the end zone. Pushing through defenders down near the 1.
Yeah, McMillan had a shot. He had a shot to make the tackle. And you're going to see McMillan miss the tackle. And that's what allowed it.
Off of Xavier Gaines' hands and catches Gamage in stride, Corey.
Yeah, and you know, it looked like he might have. He must have been throwing it to Gaines. That's way too much juice to be throwing to Gaines. And Gaines has to run through the catch. He doesn't. Gamage does. I mean, Gamage is just give me the ball. His energy.
Can they turn it into a touchdown? 3rd and goal for Marshall. And it's a handoff. Oh, bulldozing his way through in for the touchdown. Rasheen Ali. Adds on the score. Tough running here from Ali.
Well, you don't want to have your corner be the free hitter. And that's exactly what ends up happening. They go straight downhill. It ends up the only guy that can make the tackle is McMillan. And he's 5'10", 180 pounds. Ali says, give me some of that. And he took it.
That was Ali stinging like a bee.
You got that right.
Andrew Sanders in once again for the extra point. Puts that one through. 10-point advantage now from Marshall.
Another chance, though, for ECU to make up for it.
Takes away a spectacular grab from Snead, who already had a touchdown taken away from him earlier. And there's a sack. Big-time play. Stephen Gilmore takes down Ehlers. What a play for the Thundering Herd defense. ECU hoping to at least get into field goal range, but nobody touched Gilmore, and it's a 9-yard loss after the holding penalty.
Well, it's been all about taking chances, and that's what he does on the football field. He takes chances. It's the corner route. Perfect ball placement to Willie Johnson. Now down the field again, this time to Johnson making the adjustment. Spectacular. This a little bit more luck. It could have been another interception, but I don't think he's phased, good or bad play.
They've rushed for 58 yards on the day. And there's a carry. Sheldon Evans carrying defenders after a strong gain there. 6 yards. Ehlers to throw again. Rolling to his right. And C.J. Johnson cannot haul that one in. Micah Abraham defending.
Man, watch it one-on-one. He breaks down with them. He dances right along with them. You make a move, I make a move. And that was just like his father, Donnie Abraham. Donnie Abraham, 38 interceptions and 5 touchdowns in his career.
They have been rolling here. 24-14 they trail, but this has been a solid drive. Ehlers. Oh, he's wrapped up and brought down at the 26-yard line. T.J. Johnson.
And here he goes right here. Watch number 25 right here, Jacorian Anderson, work around along with Johnson off the edge, but he's got the man coverage outside.
The give is to Harris once again, and looks like he stopped. Big stop for Marshall. And East Carolina turns it over on downs. Abraham Beauplan and Jamari Edwards in on the tackle to bring down Harris.
Yeah, well, Edwards does a great job of really just getting extension. I wish we could have showed that to you and showed you how he buckled back Strother and makes the play. This is just an outstanding one-on-one play. And you see him saying, hey, listen, I got ice in my veins. And I tell you what.
First drive of the second half for the Thundering Herd. Second down. Wells throws this one in the flat. And a first down picked up. Devin Miller. First down, Thundering Herd.
And I think this is some of the progressions that they want Wells to continue to make. Just go down to your check down, and he's played pretty well so far tonight.
Wells, another give. Ali has some room, breaks free, has some real estate, and they're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Third touchdown of the game for Ali. Rasheen Ali, 49 yards out.
And let's watch these two guys here, Will Ulmer, and also even watch number 11, Xavier Gaines. They're going to block it. You're going to see the move right there, one-on-one, and the jump cut, and that's what enables. They do that. They set up the one-on-one.
Freshman from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
This was the fourth down play here,
and that was
gave
all
the ball to Marshall.
That was all Jamari Edwards. And then this play right here, you're going to get the one-on-one against number 34, Miles Berry, and he just makes a miss. And Berry, he's been a good player for this football team this season. Just keep doing what you're doing and be efficient and make sure you don't turn the ball over.
See if they can chip away and respond after that Marshall touchdown. And oh, that's a big-time play. How about that? Abraham Beauplan bringing down Ehlers on first down.
Yeah, well, Beauplan, he's a guy that can really accelerate. And you see him off the edge that time. He runs in the 4.5 range, and he also can explode on contact. And the thing you gotta like about this is not another opportunity to run the football.
And it's a fake to Mitchell. Ehlers almost lost it. Finally recovers. Back-to-back dangerous plays where Pirates fans are holding their breath. Elijah Alston dislodged this one.
Well, look at the bend. I mean, he's able to bend down and get it out with those long arms. He is so.
2001, the GM-AC Bowl. It's one of the more spectacular games of all time, Corey.
Yeah. You're talking about anytime you get up over 120 points. You can see that there was a second-round pick right there Mr. Watts, another receiver for Marshall. You ended up in the second round with the Denver Broncos, but 64-61, incredible, 125 points.
Marshall overcame a 30-point deficit to win that ball game, 64-61 in that double OT. That's the second largest deficit overcome to win in bowl history. Byron Leftwich, 566 total yards. That's what we're talking about. It needed more than 4% of the vote in our Facebook Watch poll.
He should get more than 4% of the vote just because of the job he's done as an OC. I mean, not only is he a great quarterback, but he was in, I remember the last time I played against him, he had a pretty good game. So
absolutely. Series history against 16th all-time meeting. The Pirates lead 10-5. The last game, though, went to Marshall 59-28. That was back in 2013. Again, they were supposed to meet a season ago, but that game was called off due to COVID. Both quarterbacks have been solid in this game. Grant Wells gets the offense started for Marshall. Quick pass and some room. Wells slinging that thing around. That time is Caleb McMillan, his first catch of the game.
Well, they do a lot of the receiver screens. This time it's going to be Xavier Graves to get out and block. And then also number 65, Logan Osborne. He gets out and makes a pretty good block as well. As much in this game as I've seen previously.
6 different receivers catch a pass in this ball game. There's a quick throw to the outside. Shaheed Ahmed gets out of bounds. And Marshall wants a flag for a hit out of bounds, but they're not going to get it. Stiff arm.
It's pretty close.
Yeah. First down and 10. And the give is to Ali, who's been a problem for the Pirates in this game. Ehlers looking to the sideline, and nobody's home.
Oh, wow. That's exactly what they're looking at now. Again, I think he tried to avoid, though. I think their intent is part of this rule as well. And again, I do not see him lowering, and he didn't launch. That last, the upward shoulder, though, I mean, that could be a little bit, that's going to be a little bit questionable, that last part where you saw the upward shoulder right there. Right? I still don't see a launch. I see him trying to pull up.
Big play here, late third quarter. ECU trailing by 10. Ehlers. Pressure, and he's brought down. Another sack for this Thundering Herd defense. Kobe Cumberlander.
Well, Cumberlander, you're going to see him come from your left side, and he's going to get right around number 66, Fernando Fry. And you get a guard inside, isolated in those situations against a guy who runs down on their kickoff team as the 2. So you know he's fast, his strength, and his tenacity.
And it's Ali getting the carry to start this drive, making a man miss close to the first down marker. Gobbling up yards once again. Rasheen Ali already over the century mark on the day.
It's all about the cutback. He cuts back right around Bruce Bivens, and then you get him to make another move.
First down and 10 for the Thundering Herd. Wells, quick pass, finds that man again. Gamage, first down once again for Marshall.
Well, take a look at what Wells is doing. He's going to come there and come right back. He identifies the coverage and understands where he wants to go with the football early in the down. It makes a decisive throw.
Wells, quick pass and a lot of room for Sheldon Evans. Makes the man miss. Can he go? He's going to get brought down inside the 10-yard line. Another big play for this Marshall offense.
And look at him lining back up right away. So you get Evans out in space. You get a pretty good block. And then he makes another move in the open field, and now they're going to be right back up, snapping it again. And that's why they play so fast.
Wells faking the snap. Nothing but green in front of him. Into the end zone for the score. Touchdown, Marshall, off the QB keeper. Marshall getting some separation now on the scoreboard. 37-21 with the extra point to come.
That's good ball handling, and you got somebody who has a responsibility. There's a responsibility right there.
Can the Pirates convert? 3rd down and 8. Ehlers under pressure again and brought down. 6th sack of this ball game for the Thundering Herd. Elijah Austin. They are pinning their ears back and going.
Yeah, and you get him one-on-one with Sean Bailey. I was kind of watching to see where they were going to, put him at on that down. We've been talking about him all day because when you can get off the football, look how muscular he is. 248 pounds.
Fake pass. And that might be a new career high right there. Connecting with Talik Keaton.
It looks like a little bit of the baseball background in terms of just the quickness of the release. Watch how he gets it out of there real quick and gets it to Keaton so he can get some yards after the catch.
2nd down and 3 after the 12-yard gain, and it's Rasheen Ali close to the sticks. 143 on the ground on the day, and again Grant Wells new career high 355 passing yards, adding to that right there with that pass to Xavier Gaines, the tight end from Frostproof, Florida.
He's one of them better or bigger recruits that they've had at Marshall, a former 4-star recruit, and this is a whole throw, kind of throws a little bit of a wheel kind of concept in between the safety and it looks like they are going to go with some man coverage now.
3rd and 11 for the Thundering Herd. Wells, Evans with it. Makes a man miss and brought down just shy of the 20-yard line. It'll be 4th and short. I think the Pirates have to pick up their tempo. Repossession game here. There's a quick pass to Harris, who's quickly brought down. Nowhere to go for Rajay Harris.
And where are the chunk plays? This won't do it. You're throwing a little swing to Harris, and with this team speed, the inside-out pursuit by Neal, and you got Johnson.
2nd down and goal from the 5 for the Pirates. Mitchell in the backfield. Ehlers looking for Omatosho. Incomplete. Incomplete.
This is Micah Abraham playing through the hands. You got it, and then Abraham says you don't. And he almost picks it off himself.
Ooh.
You might want to take a look at that.
Take a look, because there may have been an elbow down.
Watch this. This is a pretty good effort. I don't think it's an interception.
No control about that decision from Tim Cramsey, the offensive coordinator for Marshall.
We just talked about it. They weren't going to slow down.
And not slowing down here, Rasheen Ali getting to the outside and brought out of bounds after a big-time play. It is all about Rasheen Ali. And they want to call for a late hit out of bounds.
You think Charles Huff is not emotional?
They want a horse collar, perhaps, on Malik Fleming. That is another run for Ali with some room. Bulldozes his way past the 20. They cannot stop Rasheen Ali, a 21-yard gain.
It's a pretty good block that time by Devin Miller, number 83. He runs right away from Fleming. And then you come back on this next play, and you get another block by Xavier Gaines. And then you have the missed tackle inside by Jaira Wilson.
1st down and 10 for the 25. Wells, quick pass to Ali. Gets about 8 and scampers out of bounds.
But you have got to protect the sidelines.
2nd down and 2. Wells looking for Gaines in the middle of the field. He has it. Brought down at the 32. Huge play for the Thundering Herd offense. DJ Ford makes the tackle. And Marshall's threatening.
I'm going to stoppage a play here.
Timeout, East Carolina. And listen to this crowd.
East Carolina.
Well, we talked about those zones, and this is a matchup one-on-one with basically the North Carolina transfer DJ Ford. He's running with you down the field one-on-one, and Wells, the cool customer, says, what's the next play?
Marshall fans on their feet. 3rd down and 10 for the Thundering Herd. Wells over the middle, and it's caught very close to the first down marker.
You want to protect back there and make everything come in front of you. That's the key.
Comes down to this, 4th one, converted, and out of bounds goes Rasheen Ali, picking up the first down on a 4th and 1. 11 seconds now to work with.
Well, you got to keep him in bounds if at all possible. You got to keep him in bounds at all costs.